Right, so I spent all day yesterday taking these guys apart, adding about 6 inches, more like 8 or 9 inches, I guess. Put all these through, shrink wrap them, mainly for waterproofness, and then I put a nice thick layer of electrical tape around each one of the soldering in case they bump and rub against each other. Electrical tape, reuse the old guy here. So that'll be going through because I've been having a lot of issues. Been blowing fuses on the power fuses or on the power windows and power locks. Power locks are especially strange because they'd work. You could lock them like 5 times before the fuse would trip, but you could unlock them maybe twice before the fuse would blow. So, and then with the power window not working and the rear right power window not formally working, so after all the wiring that I shored up down here, which created the problem back here, so I shored up the radio wiring, shortened and finished the injector wiring, finished and shortened the main relay wiring. This is all in video, I don't know, 34 through 37. And I figured it was these guys, because if you look, a lot of these are cracked. Maybe it'll focus better if I switch to close-up. It wants to. So as you can see, there's a crack there. If you look closely, all 3 of these were cracked. I tried to solder them back as best I could. If I set it down. Anyways, but you can see cracks pretty much in all of the wires. Right there, very prevalent. There. See, all the wires are pretty much cracked. A lot of them were really bad. So, but those 3, and that fixed my back right power window, but it did not fix, or my back left power window, but it did not fix my back right power window. Yeah, this connector lived in here like such. And then the inside, as you can see, I've got my door lock and unlock cables. These are my speakers. And the rest of these guys, as you can see in here, I added a bunch. This will sit a lot nicer once it's all wrapped and everything in there, but yeah, saran wrapped it. Shrink wrapped it, 2.5. I ordered 500 of them off of Amazon for like $6. Realized they're just shorter than what I normally use, or thinner, so today I ordered 800 of the 3mm. The tinier ones, the smallest wires that there are, the 2.5 is plenty as long as you solder it without going insane. Some of the bigger ones, you're gonna need maybe 4mm, 3.5. But a lot of the medium-sized ones, like this one and this one, it's 3 for sure with the solder. Because you can slide it's 2.5 wiring or 2mm wiring. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, so I finished all that after yesterday. Spent about 6 hours. Took a lot longer than I thought it would, mainly because of the position you have to sit in order to do this. But so yeah, problem still persisted. Blowing window fuse, blowing power lock fuse. Looking at wiring schematics, trying to figure out, well, maybe I pinched something down here. Looks all right down there. No major, any kind of wiring crackage or anything like that. Looking around, coming back over here, because I know it goes down the center here. So I'm looking, nothing, no cracks. Looks pretty healthy, all the way back up, all the way around. I'm like, well, I did put 2 screws through the center. I'm looking at nothing from when I mounted my center thing, and then boom! Would you look at that? Drilled right through. Come on, focus for me. Alright, so I got the seat out. I got this exposed a little more. See a little better what's going on there, where the hole went through. Maybe there's a lot of focus here. I'll try. But yeah, you can totally see looks like a couple of the grounds got nicked. I might have to solder a couple of these wires back together. I might be able to just pinch them. I'll have to see how much I can pull off of here. Take a look at it and see what I can do here. Alright, so after looking at it and thinking about it, I just grabbed about 6 inches from the other car over there of every color wire. Keep them all the same. Transfer them over. Just basically just going to cut them and just extend them. That's about it. So I'm going to get started on that. Alright, so here we are back. I've got all the smaller ones soldered, shrink wrapped, and then a little bumper of electric tape around the actual soldering joints so they don't poke through and touch each other. I'm about to finish that job up on this side, putting the little little electric tapes on there, and then I'm kind of waiting around for the bigger ones. There's other things I can do in the meantime, so I'm going to be doing those while I'm waiting for the bigger shrink wraps to come, so I can finish up this job. But it's pretty much done. Like I said, I just basically added about 5-6 inches. You can see from blue to blue there, or black to blue rather. But yep, so that's where I'm at. I think now I'm going to focus on cleaning that up a little bit, and there's a couple of wires on there I want to wrap, and then yeah, maybe I'll be putting in some resistors for the LEDs. I got blinkers I want to put on, so yeah, let me see what I can get done here. Alright, so I just wired it up just really quickly, kind of touching basically, just to make sure before I shored this all up. Wrapped it all up, got it nice and clean. Everything was working perfectly. Everything is working perfectly. The back window rolls down, the door locks go up and down multiple times, no fuses blown. So I think obviously I found my problem. I think I fixed my problem. So now I'm just going to shore some stuff up, make sure it still works after I shore it up, before I completely close it all up shop. But so yeah, I'm going to get wrapping right now. Alright, still waiting on Amazon. It's been about 2 hours since my last clip in the thing, but I figured out, woo, reverse headlights. Traced back the wire, was having trouble figuring out which one was which. Realized that the thick blue, or the thick green with the brown, gets split off into the regular green, black, into 3 different wires. So I figured out that. Found the green with the black in the harness here, or the green and black. Green with black stripe and 2 brown dots, rather. And tapped into that, shot up here, into there. Brought it connected in with the white and yellow, or rather yellow and white. Just kind of shoved it up there for a second to figure out what was what, but now I'm gonna continuity back over here and figure out which wires are which, so I'm not running yet another strand of wires over this way. Then I can finish this guy up. Should be able to throw everything back together, and then that's it, man. I am so fucking done with wiring. The only thing I haven't checked is if the speakers work, but I'm sure they will, because why wouldn't they? I'm a wiring god. Now that I'm a wiring god, I can do whatever I want. So yes, there we go. Reverse lights I fixed while waiting to fix my other screw up. I was noticing right here, you can see a little bit clearer of an image of where exactly it was that I drilled through. It sucks. It's funny, but what are you gonna do? I decided not to put the resistors on. I was reading a bunch of stuff online about different people, different ways of doing it. I was trying to figure out if you put it on the positive or negative. Turns out you put it on the negative and the positive. But before I got to that part, I realized that I like the fact that it blinks really fast. It looks kind of like a cop car. So I'm just ripping this off. Looks kind of like a cop car, and since I have my cop car siren, then I can flash my blinkers right and left really quick. And honk my cop horn. Alright, so I'm gonna hardwire these guys in. We're gonna seal those ones up. I was using that one as a jump of my yellow and green cable going in the main relay. I was just hopping over here. So glad that I got all this stuff short up. I'll be taking all this out, so it looks all super nice up there. A couple more zip ties hold it all up and back. And I'm gonna have to figure out something with the control thing, because I put this guy in. I really want to keep it, but this guy right here doesn't even come close to letting me try. So not only do I not get that, but I don't get my thing. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. Maybe I can use the one off the 89 LX. Anyways, wiring. All right, I'll be back when this shit shows up and I'm all done. In the meantime, I'm just gonna clean up. Still waiting on Amazon dude to show up. So I've done some other things. I reinstalled the seat that I'm currently sitting in. My kick panel's back in. I put the ECU plate back on, just one nut. Keep it a little loose, protect it a little bit. Haven't secured down the kick plates yet, or the kick plate yet. Cleaned off my thing there, whatever. Tucked away some wires and whatnot. Trimmed a little bit more. Just kind of waiting for dude to show up. I'm about to install my parking lights. I guess they're the blinker lights. These guys came in the mail, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in there, see what they look like before I do that. Well, rather while I'm waiting for delivery, dude. Mr. Delivery. Yeah, a quick before and then cut to an after, I guess. Yeah, it's so bright, just blots it out. Alright. Boom, there it is. One side done, one side not. Not much difference. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely brought brighter. Definitely not brighter. Alright, so I got all the wires tucked back together, done up real good like. It's starting to get pretty dark. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, anyways, it's getting kind of dark in here. I did come across a problem. This window goes down but not up, and only from that trigger. It doesn't work from over here. Everything else works fine. Up and up. Yep, obviously it goes down, locks. So, what is it? I don't know. So you go down. Actually, I don't want to bring it down anymore because it's right at the cusp of the thing, so I can leave it there and not have to worry about people knowing that it's over. So, that's where I'm at that. I'm just going to button up, close it up for the night, call this one done for the day.